Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'll be streaming some Wuchang Fallen Feathers. I actually really enjoyed this game. I've beat the game now, so tempting to start a new game plus. So let's go ahead and do that now. So I've got my Nvidia app on screen display there, so for those who are interested in how the game's performing, you can see that there. I'll stop and I'll go through the in-game settings at some point. Upon activation causality reversal, you'll carry over your equipment level, red mercury, and purchases into the new run, where enemies will grow stronger and battles become more challenging. Okay. So, let's see what equipment I have. Okay, let's change the armor. Something a little different. Let's go with... always like this one. Now I prefer armor with high damage reduction. I want to go with the Ming armor set. But I'm going to change it so it looks a little bit different. Something more pleasing to the eye. And again, I'll go with the Ming on guards. And I'll go with maybe some dark gloves or something. What do we have? Yeah, we can use these. Alright, those are fine. Don't mind those. And everything else is what it should be. Maybe I'll add in one or two more spells. Maybe a projectile. Release feathering type blade. I don't really have much feathering, so I'm not going to use that. But I will have my ice magic. That'll do. Not fighting any bosses at the moment. I'll keep everything the way it is. For some reason, it's not allowing me to change the look right now. Or maybe I didn't do it right. Let's try that again. Yeah, much better. Now, in terms of weapons, I'll go with a dual blade. I'll go with the twin bandits. I can see Ripper says, "Hey man, just curious, when you played Battlefield 6, was your 9950X really parking the non-Vcache CCD correctly? Mine didn't on both the stream and EA version." No, it doesn't park the cores on Battlefield 6. It uses everything. I think the Frostbite engine naturally doesn't park the cores. So if you want to do something like that, maybe you can use the something like or is it Project Lasso, whatever it is. You can kind of use that to deal with that if you wish. But honestly, it plays fine, so I don't really mind. It just maybe uses a bit more power than you would like. I guess I have to allocate all my skills, but we can actually do one other thing. No, actually, no, that's not what I want to do. Okay, ready to play now, finally. I've still got to level up and allocate my skills, but I'll get a chance to do that at some point. It's a long sword, I won't be using that straight away. Eventually I might, once I pump enough stats into it. But for now I'm going to start with dual blades and maybe the axe. Okay, we're at Worship's Rise. Need to go find somewhere so I can allocate my points. Damn it, change my weapon. Let me change that back. Look around, make sure I don't miss anything. And it's changed my armor back as well. I really wish that opening cutscenes would stop messing with my gear, man. Keep changing the look. Messing up the swag. Okay, we're at the temple and he's gonna speak to that main dude. You kinda gotta go through the tutorial phase again. So I haven't streamed in a while, so I just want to make sure everything's working correctly. So just let me know if you can hear me fine, if the game is looking okay, if there's no frames skipping or anything like that. Just let me know your experience.
Ah, you're awake at last.
You know me? Why am I here?
I came upon you in a brooklet some days past. You lay passed out due to the feathering. I moved you to the cave to recuperate.
The feathering?
I see. Know you not. A man-eating fiend attacked Worship's Rise 6 moons ago, spreading unthinkable horrors, after which many bore feathers on their bodies. A malady unlike any other, without hope of a cure. I found this silk manuscript on your person. Here, take it.
Okay. Not too sure what the manuscript does. That's fine, let's just see if there's anyone else I need to talk to up here.
You're not from around here, are you? The name's Charlie from Worship's Rise. Don't you dare look down on me just because I'm crippled. My brother and I were once the town's finest heroes. But now my brother's burdened with finding medicine to treat me. A pathetic fool. How humiliating. You're heading to town, aren't you? Could you do me a favor and deliver this to an oracle there? She's hard to miss. She's had this old bracelet for as long as I can remember. She's a bit different. You'll know her when you see her. I don't know if she's still in town, but please check for me. I'd go myself, but I can't. Not in this pathetic state. If you find her, don't tell her I'm stuck at the Reverent Temple. Tell her I've gone off to make a name for myself. Tell her I'll come back once I've made something of myself.
I never got this amulet the last time I played this game. Let me see what it does. Must have missed it somehow. Peachwood amulet, huh? Where is it? Unknown meat. Increases damage dealt and increases damage taken for each empty armor slot. Yeah, I'm not using that. Doesn't sound appealing at all. Okay. Well, I'm keeping everything the same. What I do need to do is find a shrine so I can level up, or just allocate my stuff, really configure my character the way I want. But I think the shrine's outside, so let's keep going downstairs.
You're awake. You seem to have recuperated well. The old Taoist mentioned your encounter with that demon, Lu Hongniu. I am glad to see you on your feet again. But your arm, the feathers are still there. The feathering's a nasty curse. Even the Taoist doesn't have a cure for it. With your skills, maybe you should check out the Shu Sanctum. There could be something there to hold back the feathering.
Okay, thanks for the advice. This guy never says anything. Let me just quickly change the hairband she's wearing. That's not the one I want. I like when her hair's just loose, like that. I think that looks more cool. So this chest is anything you don't pick up on the stage in the world, it will come back here. If you miss anything, like this armor set, gets returned to you. So always check that if you've beat a boss or if you've cleared an area and you don't think you've picked everything up.
Most people have to be carried out of the Reverent Temple. You, though, you get to walk out on your own. Xuan Yangzi may be harsh with his words, but he tends to my eyes every day. Some of the worship's rise folk came here fleeing, but they didn't stay long. They rushed back out, unaware of how dangerous the world truly is. I am Tao Ting, just a humble merchant seeking refuge. I run a small trading business to make ends meet. Do you happen to have any rare goods for me to take a look at?
Maybe. I've got this vase.
Smooth to the touch, with a fragrance that's hard to come by. This is no ordinary treasure. Oh, but don't worry. I won't be tempted to take it for myself. This place is no paradise for a merchant. I'm thinking of heading to the Shu Sanctum. I hear the Ming troops are stationed there, and it's a safer bet than this old temple. I can trade with you, of course. It would be an honor. But for the real treasures, I'm afraid I'll need to ask for a little favor in return. Some thieves from Annalum stole my family's heirloom, an ancient landscape painting. Get it back for me, and I'll make it worth your while.
You don't get to go to Annalum to the end of the game.
You can find Annalum by taking the side entrance from the stage at Worship's Rise, then crossing a long bridge. Once you've retrieved the painting, meet me at the Shu Sanctum. I'll have a reward waiting for you.
Okay, well, if he says so. I think that's all the introductions done. Should be able to leave now. Think there's anything more I need to say to anyone? Sorry, it's a bit of a slow burn at the start, but things will pick up.
Everything got taken away.
Okay, I've activated the shrine. I want to see if I can... I want to see if all my stats are already allocated, which they are. It saves me some time. That would have been annoying. Now I can just... And my character's already set up, still using the same benedictions. Still using the same temper. Yeah, there really isn't much for me to do. I just want to check the discipline I'm using. that could be an issue. Should be Blade Master. Just want to double check that it is. It is Blade Master, so that's fine. Okay, we're good to go. There really is nothing for me to do. I think if you enter the dream at the start, you fight a boss. I want to see if that's the same case again. That'll be interesting. I wonder if I'll win this time. No, they don't let you do that boss fight. Makes sense, I guess. I did hear someone speaking a moment ago, talking about ceiling. Just gonna look around. I don't want to miss anything this time round because I kind of rushed through the game. This time I'm just kind of playing it slowly. I see Jake the Snake in the chat. Morning, dude. Thanks for tuning in. Just playing my new game plus.
Young lady, are you infected too? Since the feathering outbreak in Worship's Rise, many have fallen ill. First, feathers start growing on your arms. Then you lose your mind. Before long, you turn into a monster that craves human flesh. Lucky for me, Zhang Yanzi brought me to the Reverent Temple. His medicines kept me going, but who knows how long it'll last. Your symptoms are lighter than mine. Best stay here and recover. It's utter chaos out there, especially in Worship's Rise. I doubt there are many survivors left. Still waiting for the Taoists to check on me. Take care out there, young lady.
Okay, and did actually give me something. And Ifukimi says, what is the lowest FPS you've got in this game? Depends on the settings, so I don't think I've shown my settings yet, so I may as well do that now. So I'm playing at a resolution of 3840 by 2160. No depth of field, no motion blur, just clears the game up a little bit. Using DLSS at the quality preset. Using high settings and extreme for the shadow quality, that's the highest it can go. Everything else only goes to high. And that is pretty much it. There isn't really too much you can tweak. Now in terms of the lowest FPS I've got at native, probably into the 50s, but other than that, the RTX 5090 can run this game at native pretty well.
I saw the old Taoist carry you in the other day. Looks like you caught the plague too, huh? Feathers growing on your arm now. Just like mine.
I'm just trying to speak to everyone. That way I'm not missing anything. That door's locked. Can't open it. Spoken to everyone up here, I can leave now. Who the hell was that humming away?
Well, look who's back. Feeling lost, are we? We are both wanderers of fate. No need for formalities. Now, about the power in your left arm. If you master it, you'll be unstoppable. You might even rewrite destiny as we know it. Don't believe me, eh? How about I introduce you to someone worthy? Don't call me cruel. You know how it goes. No sweet dreams without crushing a few nightmares first.
Okay, so this is how you do the initial boss fight. Okay, let's get into it.
By you, the bell pinwheel.
Let's deal with these guys.
Do you think our baby brother will look like us? I'm so excited to meet him.
Well, it depends on your system. I got a top class system, so it shouldn't be a problem for me. Console guys are struggling badly in this game. I almost feel bad for them. Okay, why have they changed my... I was going to say I thought they changed my weapon. I'd have been pretty upset about that. Come on, let's go. Come on, you feathered freak. Let's go. No problem.
Well, well. Quite the accomplishment. Hold on to this moment, this feeling.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is put up her madness because you get stronger and you get more XP. Well, not XP, you get more red mercury. Let's just check how much. She's not quite 100% yet, so let's use another one. You can see the feathers on her arm grows, like the infection grows, but she gets stronger though. You also take more damage as a consequence, but honestly I don't take that much damage, so it's not a problem. Alright, let's deal with these guys. Let's change my spell. Come on then, let's go. I got a red feather for that. Can't open that yet. Not a problem. Game's running real smooth. Okay.
Over here.
He's an ally of mine.
Your arm. What's happened to it? It's me, Her Yuzai. You wrote to me about searching Worship's Rise for clues about Bar Yu. We came here to find clues. But your arm. The old boatman spoke true. He warned of feathers growing on the arm. A mark of feather. And worse, that it ultimately turns one into a man-eating monster. Fortunately, you can still speak for now. Take this. I'll counsel my friend, the old boatman. He may know a cure. I scouted the Shoe Sanctum a few days past. Aside from a deranged towers to the entrance, it seems safe. Rest there and search for clues. See the Reverent Temple? The way to the Shoe Sanctum lies beside it. But the bridge has collapsed. You will need to find a way around. But be careful. If anyone sees those feathers, they'll definitely strike first and ask questions later. If you encounter danger, don't fight. I'll follow your trail and find you. Oh, and take this. This bamboo lantern. I found it nearby. Hard to believe such craftsmanship still lingers here. It's a reminder of how vibrant this town was. The fireflies inside. They seem to glow endlessly. A useful light for your path. I've tested it personally. With this, you'll have both hands free for weapons. Far more practical than a torch. Since we got separated, many of the Imperial Guards have been sneaking around the Tang Emperor's palace. But the refugees say the place has already been ransacked by rebels. Something's not right. I will track down the boatman. and we'll meet at the palace. I'll leave marks, pinwheels, along the path. Follow them, and you'll find me.
Okay, I had a lot to say, but ultimately he's trying to help you. Jake Snake says this game has a nice aesthetic. It certainly does. Great jiggle physics as well.
Monster!
Yep, I can be a monster. Try not to miss anything this time round. Oh, here we go. So even though this is a new game plus, the game is meant to be harder this time around, so I shouldn't have everything my own way, but the starting area should be pretty easy. Hey, I'm trying to speak to you, woman.
Feathers on your left arm. That's a sign of feathering. Most would have lost their minds by now. Yet you remain in control. Fascinating. The power of feathering runs through that arm of yours. I can sense it. How you managed to contain it, I don't know. But make no mistake, your left arm is the key to unleashing its full strength. Yes, that power's itching to course through you, but I'm afraid you're not ready to command it. Not yet. Here, take this. Let's see if you've got what it takes to wield that power.
You can see the one and only Ripper over on Twitch saying, have I started a new game plus? Yes, I have. Everything will be fairly easy until mid to late game. Yeah, they said it would be more difficult, but obviously they still have to make the opening scenes quite normal, so I'm overpowered for where I am, but soon things will level out. Sorin Pop Art says this game looks way better in HDR. I have a 2K nits monitor and it looks amazing in HDR. I can imagine. That's a lot of nits. So just so you guys know, I do stream to Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. So if Twitch is a better platform for you, you can check the description. You can get my socials from there, and you'll be able to watch this on Twitter. You can watch this on Twitch because it's more friendly for bandwidth. If bandwidth's an issue, so that's probably one of the main advantages. But generally, YouTube allows you up to 4K, which is what I'm streaming in. So if you want better quality, watch on YouTube. If you got less bandwidth, you can watch on Twitch. Okay, what else do we have up here? Try not to miss anything. There's a way to get behind the waterfall, actually. Okay, let's just activate this shrine. Okay, I'm good. I don't really need anything. Let's kick this ladder down. Right, it creates a shortcut for you to come back up. Let's keep going. Actually, I'm meant to go down here, aren't I? I'm not sure. Let me just check. Yeah, you just go this way. Jake Sink says, what's the deal with the UE5 games and the performance issues? I mean, What issues are you speaking about? Like, because you got to remember, UE5 games generally use hardware. You generally use Lumen, which is a type of ray tracing built in. So imagine having a ray trace game from the ground up. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to struggle with that. So you can't expect to just run it native maxed out and think everything's going to be okay. You're going to have to use upscaling to compensate if you haven't got a high-end GPU. And it's been like this for a very, very long time. People are just starting to catch on now that this is how UE5 games perform, especially the open world type games. You're going to need a high-end system to run them at native, and you're going to need to use upscaling to get high refresh rate and high FPS. If you're talking about the stuttering, they are trying to work on that, but you won't really get much games with Unreal Engine 5.6 and stuff like that. For example, Ark Survival Ascended upgraded to, I think 5.5 it was, and the frame spikes, basically all that stuttering basically almost disappeared. So they are working on it. It's just taking a bit longer than we thought it would be kind of straight away, but Unreal Engine 5 is kind of like a work in progress. But everyone just sees the low FPS and go, oh, it's not optimized. No, this is how it is. When the game's built up from the ground up with ray tracing, which you can't turn off, then yeah, expect things to be demanding. Oh, there's a boss here, I almost forgot. Okay, let's use my tempering. Let's go. Oh man, that was too easy. It is what it is though. Sorry, and Papa says, got this monitor TLC 34R83Q 1 month ago. Some Russians YouTube review it and it measures 2060 nits at max peak, and I can confirm it's incredibly bright, way brighter than my 65-inch 1500 nits mini LED TV. Okay, was it expensive? Sounds like it's expensive. Alright, let's just grab everything. The one on Ripper says, so in a nutshell, you saying that the connection sucks, haha. I'm joking, the reason is that my phone only supports 1080p, so here I am. No, it's fine, I'm not saying I'm not trying to judge anyone, I'm just saying do what's best for your user experience. No one likes to see buffering, you know, so. And not everyone is lucky enough to have a very fast broadband, so I understand that too. This is why I'm against always online games. When you have to have a game that's always connected to the internet, I think that's a poor design choice. Not really, €600 on sale right now. Okay. What kind of refresh rate does it have? I haven't got time to check the specs myself, but you can just tell me what you know about it. Man, I breathe on these guys and they just die. This is just kind of funny. Okay, let's go looking around. There's a few things I need to do. So I came up here. I think there was something I missed. Lost package. Okay. And I can return that lost package when I see the person who lost it. This guy has a gun on his hand. Just gotta dodge. So when I first played the game, I preferred the axe, but then when I got used to dual blade and the kind of the style with the Blade Master style, with all of the clashing and the recovery, it's almost like the perfect build. So as you fight, you heal yourself, and if you use it right, especially with tempering with leech, you heal yourself even more. Then you got an amulet that further improves healing stuff. You almost become immortal in a way. You can still die pretty easily, but as long as you keep he's gonna try to shoot those phases to blow me up. As long as you keep up Blade Master, it's a very, very good offensive playstyle. Jake Snake says, I knew about the build in Lumen stuff, but no, I was referring more to the stuttering and technical complaints people seem to have, which you helped clear up. Yeah, I mean, they're working on, again, Unreal Engine 5, as much as we're able to get it, as much as it's widely used, it's still a work in progress, it's still improving. And I think I remember saying, I think they're going to port a game over to Unreal 5.6, I think. What game was it? Oh yeah, Stalker 2. They're going to port Stalker 2 over to Unreal Engine 5.6. So maybe in this week I'm going to get some footage of the current build, see how smooth it runs, and then I'll put it up against the ported over 5.6 and see if it's got better performance, smoother frame time consistency. All these types of things is what they're trying to improve on. So let's see how it ends up. Unreal Engine's just widely adopted. It's almost like the base engine for devs. Like, I think most people train on that when you're actually learning how to create stuff. That's kind of why CD Projekt Red went over to the Unreal Engine. That's where all the talent is, because the Red engine's kind of proprietary. It's only theirs. They're the only people that have it. It's never used outside of any projects they use. They don't lease it out. I've never seen the Red engine used for any game that CD Projekt Red weren't involved with directly. So when you're trying to hire talent, that will cause a bit of a roadblock because they're not going to be trained on it, whereas Unreal Engine is like a universal thing, so you can attract all the talent out there. There shouldn't be too many limitations. Rexian says, yo Buck, have you seen my visual mod for this game over on Nexus? Would love for you to try it and hear your feedback on it. It's called Wuchang Enhance, truly next gen visuals. No, I haven't, but I'll try it out. I'll look back and download that. I'll probably do a video in a week because I'm doing my New Game Plus anyway. So yeah, I would love to try a visual mod. So yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, I kind of lost track there. Sometimes when you're talking and you're trying to read comments, you kind of lose your way. So sorry about that. I can see Ripper says pendants and weapon fusions will be +1, so those will help you. Okay, that's cool. So there's loads of advantages to get extra strong on the New Game Plus as well. I think this just leads to a dead end, which I've established. So, and I've already gone up here and I've got what's up here, so I can kind of go back now. There's another path I could take. Jake Snake says, yeah, I remember people complained about Stalker 2 performance when it launched. Yeah, so they're going to port it over to a higher, more up-to-date version of Unreal Engine 5, and it'll be interesting to see what that's like.
Time to send you to the afterlife.
You can try. Let's go. Come on, buddy. Oh, I forgot about that little one that jumps on your back. He kind of set up a bit of an ambush to distract you. No. No problem, I'll deal with them. I'm just going to temper my sword a bit just to recover some of my health. I hate when you fight a pop monster that spits light poison at you. They're pretty strong. Okay, I got everything from here. You know, I could just throw something at these guys and blow it up, but I can't be bothered. I'll just kill them. Sorry, lads. Let me just grab this. I don't really carry throwing knives in my my quick access. I really should. Let me just get rid of stuff. I'm so strong, I'm not going to require much healing, so may as well equip these. Breaking flying dagger. These are just normal flying daggers. Okay. That works. Alright, let's activate this shrine. It's probably going to take a long time before I get enough red mercury to level up. Currently trying to... Alright, one of these things I was telling you about. They're annoying as hell. And when you first play the game, your very first playthrough, those things are kind of formidable, but now they're just any other enemy. Okay, there's nothing back here of use. Just keep moving. Deal with this guy. It's locked from behind. What do we have here? Health pill. Frexin says, love bro, dude, only way I have been keeping constant 70 FPS plus on this game is utilizing lossless scaling. What graphics card do you have? Ultra Plus says, what would you rate the game bang? It's a 10? No, it's definitely not a 10. I would say Elden Ring's better than this. I'd say Wuchang, Wukong is better than this. I would say Dark Souls 3 is better than this. I would say I haven't played Lies of P completely yet, so I can't say what I think about Lies of P. But this is a solid 7 out of 10 for me. It's got everything you would expect from a Souls type game. The feathering, the sky, was it? I can't believe I still don't know what this thing is. It Skyward Might or whatever it's called? That mechanism's pretty interesting. Like, the more you attack, the more you get stronger, and with that strength you can do advanced attacks and spells and things like that. That Skyward Might, I think it's called. That system is quite interesting, and I actually really like it after you get used to it. Yeah, I would say it's a solid 7 out of 10. Not special, but decent. There's a good amount of side missions as well that keeps you occupied, so you don't necessarily have to just keep focusing on the main tasks. So yeah, solid Souls type game. I've got no real issues with it. I think it looks great. Some people think it looks a bit mediocre. I think I've kind of learnt to appreciate it now that I've seen everything there is to see pretty much in terms of the biomes and all of the locations. I think it looks really good. Frexin says, I have a 3080 and a 2060 Super, but I tested it on the 2060 Super. Makes sense. Hey, you do what you gotta do to get the frames that you need. No problem there. Okay, so I've killed all of these guys. There's something over here I need to get. Didn't go in here. So Manchester United face Arsenal in 15 minutes. So I'm gonna have to go in a minute, guys, but I'll definitely come back and continue the stream, but I'm not going to miss the first match of the league for the new season. Hopefully we beat Arsenal. My prediction for the match, maybe 2-1 to Man United. We're at home. I'm not too sure how Arsenal have been performing their pre-season. I haven't really been watching them, but we've played pretty well, so hopefully we'll get the win. I don't think we'll dominate though, but we've got a good amount of new players, so let's see what they got. Okay, that's everything. Let's keep going. I at least want to face the first boss before I end this stream, so I'm going to try and do that. Even if I miss 5 or 10 minutes of the game, it's fine. Let's just beat the first boss and continue on. Okay, everything's done. Right, let's continue now. Where we're supposed to go. I see this go in here. Kill these guys. Is that everyone? Let's check in here. It's too slow on the draw there. They tried to corrupt me, but didn't quite work out. Soren Papa says, looks a little dated in standard dynamic range. Think somehow in HDR it turns like real life. Maybe I'll do a HDR gameplay at some point. See how that looks. The thing about when you do HDR videos on YouTube, at least at 4K, it can take up to 7 days to process. You can watch it in the meantime, but it won't be HDR. Then you'll get a bunch of comments saying HDR's not working or this isn't HDR. So you literally have to wait until that processing is done before publishing the video, or a lot of people will moan at you. Alright, let's use a health pill. Took more damage than I expected. Soren Papa says, using a mod now for this girl's costume. No, these are in-game normal attire. There's plenty of different armor sets you can go for. So this is non-modded, this is just vanilla. Let's grab this. Okay, first boss is coming up, so I should be able to beat this pretty easy. I'm not even gonna go and rest up at the shrine. I'm just gonna go and kill it. Using a mod now for the girl. Sorry, I read that one already. Day 2, no food remains. It's time to lock the gates and keep the last of the meat from escaping. Day 10, her tears never cease. If she's afraid, the people of worship rise will come for her. Fear not, I keep the key close. Only over my dead body will anyone set foot in Reverent Temple! Exclamation mark. Okay, well, there's no one here. Alright, let's get ready for this fight. We've got everything we need. Make sure the right magic's selected. Yeah, we're good. Okay, buddy, let's go.
Mountains kneel, rivers, eons pass.
That was pitiful. Well, things do get stronger later on in the game, so don't worry about that. It's not all going to be easy. I remember facing that guy for the first time. I was dodging for my life. Now I can just cut straight through him because I got clash on my weapon. Soren Papa says, yeah, true. Also, this game is locked at 1500 nits from what I read, but I forced it going above that with an AMD control panel. Fair enough. I can see the one and only Ripper says, Independence and Weapons Plus will help. You already read that. I'm gonna get this game on Steam at some point. Hopefully my save from the Game Pass should work just fine. Yeah, as long as you put it in the right location. Plus the GameSots folder and is the same no matter what platform you are. They're in different places, of course, but it still works the same, so I don't see that being a problem. I've got like 3 backup saves just in case I want to make different decisions. But yeah, let's just go back to the save point. Sergeant Caff says, what new game plus are you, bro? This is the very first new game plus. I only beat the game the other day for the first time, so this is my initial new game plus. I think it's called Causality again, or just Causality something, so you just basically do it again the first time. Okay, let's heal up. I think I got Red Mercury Essence even for beating that, so I don't necessarily need total Red Mercury, so I can actually level up a little bit. So let's see what skills I can put up. So right now I'm trying to do my axe. Do that up because I like the axe as well. That's probably my second weapon I want to use on this game, so that's what I've been doing up. It's fine. Oh, I got 5 red essence. I didn't even realize that. Realistically, my weapon is strength and agility. So essentially, let me just take this one back. Realistically, I should be pumping. I've already hit over 50 strength, and that's like the cap. Soft cap's 25, 50 is the cap really. You don't really get much. So what I'm going to just start doing, pumping longsword, because longsword's got agility in it as well. So that's what I should be pumping up. If I go this direction, I can get to agility pretty quick. Some health up as well. And that's a +1 agility. These are all +1 strengths. Okay, so I got 1 agility at least. So this is the direction I want to go now. I want to start pumping longsword so I can get all the agility I can from this skill tree. And once I've got everything, maybe I'll even equip longsword as an alternative weapon. Ultra Plus says best weapon class for you is the longsword. No, I use the dual blades. The reason I use the dual blade is because of a discipline called Blade Master. So what it does is you pretty much clash on your first attack, your third, fourth, fifth attack, and every single time you do a clash or at least finish the 4th combo, you get Skyward Might, and then with that you just keep comboing and you basically start healing yourself every single time you clash with the enemy. So as you're fighting, not only are you deflecting the damage, you're healing yourself at the same time. You're building crazy amounts of Skyward Might, and at the same time you can use the leech tempering. So then as you're attacking, you're healing yourself even more, and it's like almost makes you mortal in a way. And I've got this benediction is when the more consecutive hits you get, the more attack power you do. So as long as you can remain not being hit for a long time, this build can do crazy damage. So it's a good build. It's a build I've killed the most bosses with, so I just started using it for everything. Anyway guys, I'm going to leave it there. I'll come back with some more Wuchang Fallen Feathers probably today or maybe tomorrow. See you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. If you're new, consider subscribing, and if not, just hit the like button. See you guys in the next stream.